update on where we're at here. Sorry about that. A tornado watch is in effect for portions of the area here. This tornado watch is in effect for Mason, Robertson, Bracken, Pendleton, Grant, down through Owen County, Gallatin, Carroll, Trimble counties. This tornado watch goes until noon today. You can see out to the west we have numerous tornado warnings and severe thunderstorm warnings that are currently occurring, and we'll go over to Analyzer. Anytime you see these severe thunderstorm warnings that have the darker shades of black around them, those are destructive severe thunderstorm warnings with the potential to produce 70 to 80 mile an hour winds. You see that towards Jasper, towards, let's say, French Lick, down towards, let's say, the Perry, Crawford County, English areas in there. And there's a tornado vortex signature right there in parts of Du Bois County. Let's go into that. That's Spencer County. That's near Santa Claus, Indiana. Right in here, we have a what we call a tornado vortex signature. So this is riding along the front, and 70 to 80 mile an hour winds could be in here too with this particular cell. This is moving off towards the east and northeast. So if you're in English, Corydon, Birdseye, Alton to the north along I-64, that's where this particularly dangerous storm will track here over the next 45 minutes. I know a few of you guys do watch in southern Indiana, so I wanted to kind of let you know you're under the gun here over the next little bit. Here's the Louisville Metro, and you see a very potent storm out towards the west right now with a tornado vortex signature on it. Anytime we see that, typically what that means is we are close to seeing potential of a tornado right over Santa Claus, Indiana. Here's Holiday World right in here. So that'll be moving off towards portions of Perry County shortly, and then move into portions of Crawford, and eventually we'll move into likely Harrison County in Indiana. You see other showers and storms are stretched out further to the east. This is not severe. Hopefully this digests some of that contaminated air, and as that storm moves off towards the northeast, it'll weaken some. But right now, this is not a confirmed tornado warning. We don't have any on correlation coefficient, not seeing any debris aloft at the moment. So this is not what we call a confirmed tornado. There could be something right there. I'll watch it, but that'll be moving into Perry County here shortly, a pretty potent storm there, okay? So those are all of the warnings. There's even a storm here. Let me show you. This is crazy. We have a severe thunderstorm warning out until 7:45. This is for the Evansville area for destructive winds. Look at the max wind gust potential. Up to 90 mile per hour winds with this line of storms as it's moving towards the Louisville metro area. So we're talking tornadic activity and hurricane force winds moving towards Louisville. So it tells you how much wind energy we have in place here today with this particular setup. So very volatile environment as we go into the afternoon with this as well. So you can see a lot of lightning with this over let's say almost 2,000 lightning strikes. So here's what I want you to know as we go into the afternoon. I'm going to take the lightning off here, and I'm going to put a loop on the radar. So I've had a little bit of time here to kind of see what we've got going on for the afternoon, okay? So what I want you to notice, the back edge is right now near Evansville, okay? Near Evansville. That's going to be out if you've got storms producing 100 mile an hour winds moving towards Louisville. That should get that out of here around 9:30 or so. And this will be an area where we'll see clearing pretty quickly. So the atmosphere will become even more volatile. So I think what we're going to be very concerned about destructive tornadoes this afternoon. I think we're seeing it unfold right now as we're looking at the radar. I think any time after the lunchtime hour, all game and plan for destructive tornadoes could be long track tornadoes. The Storm Prediction Center does have us in a moderate risk. They've continued that moderate risk of severe weather. And you'll see as this loads up on here, we're under a level 4 out of 5 for a tornado or for severe weather. We're under a very high risk for significant tornadoes, which means EF2 or higher. The National or the Storm Prediction Center, they don't say this very often, but violent and long track tornadoes are possible in our area today. So this is any tornado warning issued throughout the day. You've got to take it seriously. I know there's a lot of people saying schools are closing on here. That was happening yesterday. It's a good bet because as we get into the afternoon and trying to get those kids home, it's going to be hard to be tracking tornadoes and getting everybody to where they need to go. But I think as we go towards about, I'd say 2, 3 o'clock, we'll see these supercells start to develop ahead of that main line. That main line will move through around 6, 7 o'clock this evening and will have the potential to produce 70, 80, maybe even 90 mile an hour winds, tornadoes. It's going to have all modes severe weather here as we go into the evening hours along that line. You see future radar doing good here. You see this line near Louisville. I think it's a little further south, but it's doing a good job. It's showing at 9 o'clock that moving through, all right? So once we get to about 10, look, it shuts it off. Everything shuts off. We dry out. That's not good. That's not what we want to see. You see future radar shows a few showers there. I don't think that's anything to be concerned about or anything there to be concerned about at that point. What I don't like is you see these individual cells that start firing right around 2 o'clock. That's the prime time heating of the day. You can see how individual they are in nature. And I think that's where you're going to see that potential for supercells. You can even see column shape. So the future radar here is saying, hey, Chris, these storms are going to be rotating between 2 and 4 today. So I've got that right there on the radar. But then look at these up here towards Indianapolis. This is 4 o'clock. This is along that cold front, okay? So along that cold front, and we're still dealing with some supercell storms out ahead of that cold front. But look how these are just shaped along that cold front at 5 o'clock in central Indiana. And they continue to be moving into southeastern Indiana. This is at 6 o'clock through Connersville, Greensburg, Versailles. We still see this line moving through around 7 o'clock. It could be severe. I do want to note here, because I didn't a minute ago, but anything that develops out in front like this, in front of this line, could help weaken it some. But I do think a volatile situation developing here as we head into the mid to late afternoon hours. So I think anywhere between 2, 3 o'clock and continuing through about 9 or 10 tonight. All modes severe, violent, destructive tornadoes, long track tornadoes are a good possibility across portions of the area here. So here's that risk of severe weather again today, a level 4 out of 5, moderate risk, including Madison, Versailles, Hamilton, Cincinnati, Walton, Owenton, Falmouth, Maysville, Georgetown, Hillsborough, Wilmington. You've got to take every warning seriously today, okay? Tornado watch in effect for you guys in Trimble, Carroll, Gallatin, Owen, Grant, Pendleton, Bracken, Mason, and Robertson counties. That's till noon. Tornado watch. Here's what's coming, okay? These storms here, and I'll show the radar in just a second, these are destructive tagged severe thunderstorm warnings, potential for 90 mile an hour winds. This is a confirmed tornado on the ground, okay? Tornado warning. I switch you back over to Analyzer. Hold on, let me get correlation coefficient off of here. And definitely a weakening trend. Definitely a weakening trend. So we're seeing this activity kind of weaken here, but you see that bowing right here. That's probably a good 80 mile an hour winds occurring. And along that, you could get a nice, an isolated spin up along that line here over the next a little bit as it approaches Louisville. But like I said, I don't like all the clearing. I mean, we're dry time west of this, and it's moving fast. I mean, these storms, what are they moving? I'm sure they're moving 60, 70 mile an hour, 55. So they're moving 55 to 60 mile an hour. So, you know, they're moving as fast as a vehicle. So if you think about it, it takes you about an hour and a half to get to I-65 if you live in Cincinnati, about 2 hours to the Wabash from there. So you're talking, you know, about 3 hours or so around that 10 o'clock time frame. I think we start to really clear out around here, and we go all mode for severe, juicing that atmosphere back up this afternoon. I'm here throughout the day. I'll continue to keep you updated, but that's it for now. Right now, tornado watch, southern communities till noon. I'm watching that line towards Louisville. I think most of that's going to stay south of us, but it's something to keep an eye on. And SPC will be issuing a new risk here shortly. We'll see what they say, but at this point, we just got to just go with the moderate risk and long track strong tornadoes. A good bet. Respect the warnings today. I'll have updates throughout the day.